what a pass to Potter.
Oh, beautiful dish.
And she takes on Kayla George and with awesome athleticism lays it in.
Buries the three.
And bakes it in.
Oh my goodness, Sammy Wickham!
All the way to the baseline. That is outstanding play from Jazz Shelley.
Hello and welcome to Geelong Arena as we kick off round 14 with Geelong United donning their pride jersey in this crucial matchup against the ladder-leading Bendigo Spirit. Just 3 rounds remain in the home and away season and every game matters for Geelong. Tied on wins with Sydney and the Caps in 4th. Can United close the gap on the top 3 or will Bendigo keep on marching on? Welcome to WNBL Wednesdays, brought to you by Ford. My name is Liam Ellison and joined alongside me tonight is Southside Flyers star Alice Koenig. Alice, welcome.
Thanks, Liam. What a great game it's going to be. We've got another Victorian battle on our hands tonight. Tonight is such a big importance for Geelong, trying to get in that illustrious top 4. And Bendigo want to go into the playoffs playing really strong basketball.
They are flying top of the table as we look at the lay of the land heading into round 14. And there really is that separation from the top 3 group to the rest of the comp. But it is wide open for that tussle for 4th position.
It is wide open and every game just has such a big importance. And if Geelong can get that win tonight, that'll be a huge step for them to get into that top 4, which I know they desperately want to do.
4 games remain for Geelong United, starting off tonight against Bendigo. Here's a look at their run home. This is how they can get it done. It's going to be tough with the Flames and the Caps and Adelaide right there. We'll go down to the wire.
Yeah, it will. And getting that win tonight at home would be really great for them. They've got the Caps next week at home, which is awesome. And then the Perth-Adelaide road trip away, which will be super tough. But we know that a Chris Lucas team, they're going to fight right till the end. They're playing really good basketball at the moment. They're playing together. And if they can solidify a couple of wins in this next 4, they'll be going a great way to get into that top 4.
And they've had to fight their way through some adversity this season. They've had some injuries. Keely Froling ruled out. But Jazz Shelley, over the last 5 in particular, has really worked her way into the season.
She's really stepped up in the absence of Keely Froling. Of course, they're not the same position, but she's just really found her groove in this team, found her way. She had a great game last week. She's averaging the 19 and 4 in the last 5 games. She's getting to the rim. She's shooting the 3 ball with confidence, and she's really that point guard leader for them on the floor. And just that transition from college and coming into this league, it might have taken her a couple of rounds or a couple of weeks to get into it, but she's really found her way in the league right now.
Well, she sure has, averaging the 19 points per game over her last 5. And, well, we noted no Keely Froling tonight for the remainder of the season, but it's meant a big opportunity for Hannah Hank, who caught up with Megs a little earlier.
Well, it's inexperience versus experience tonight. Hannah, how can Geelong use that in your favour?
Yeah, I think just working as a group and as a unit, we're really starting to gel and find our feet together. So I think just running with that tonight will go a long way.
And what's the experience been like in your rookie season starting? You've been playing the 5 and coming up against some bigger bodies. Is it something you've welcomed?
Yeah, for sure. I think just coming in each day and giving it your best crack. And my teammates and coaching staff have been awesome, helping me prepare for games. And, yeah, really come in feeling like I'm ready to go. So, yeah, no, it's been good fun for sure.
And you're coming off a great college career basketball-wise, but also building a budding media career. Do you prefer to ask the questions or answer them?
Oh, yeah, it's kind of probably easier to put other people in the hot seat, but no, it's good fun too, trying to figure out the story behind the athletes. So testament to yourself and others who do a great job of that, yeah.
You're a great story. We look forward to seeing you in action tonight. Thanks, Hannah.
Thank you. Cheers.
We did it.
Hannah Hank will have her work cut out tonight, matching up with none other than Kelsey Griffin.
Yeah, she will, but Hannah Hank has been a great pickup for Geelong United, but she does have her hands full in Kelsey Griffin and Mariana Tolo, and Kelsey Griffin just absolutely aging like a fine wine. She missed the start of the season due to that hand injury, but the last 5 games she's been amazing after that Christmas break. Last game against Adelaide, 19 and 14. She's averaging the double-double, and as we see here, she's stretching the floor for the Bendigo Spirit, and she's shooting the 3 ball at a great percentage. So have someone with her experience and what she's done in the league in this team, it's going to go a long way for them winning this championship.
She is one of the modern-day greats of the WNBL. Let's have a look at Bendigo's run home, and importantly for them, they've got that break in round 15 to rest up before finals.
Yeah, they've got the double this weekend, and then next week to have that bye and then go up against the Caps leading into finals. They are an experienced team. They've probably got a little bit of older legs for them, so to have that break next weekend and really solidify themselves as that top spot, going to the finals feeling really fresh and confident the way they're playing.
They are in some unbelievable form. 7 in a row and playing scintillating basketball, the Bendigo Spirit. It will be a challenge tonight for Geelong, and they are missing some crucial players. Unfortunately, Danielle Raber as well was a late omission.
Yeah, they have had a lot of injuries and a lot of outs this season, but you can just tell that the way they play, Chris Lucas is always going to find a solution, and it's just that next man up mentality with the Geelong United. It doesn't matter who's on the floor, they're playing hard, they're playing together, they look like a team that respect each other, they want to play for one another. They are missing Keely Froling, they've had a few different outs throughout the season, but they've had a lot of players step up, and having Alex Sharp come into the lineup, coming back from Europe, has been really great for this Geelong United team.
Sure has, and she will be in the starting 5 tonight alongside Jazz Shelley, Alyssa Brett, Hannah Hank and Hayley Jones, who has been terrific import slot for United this season.
Yeah, she's been huge, Hayley Jones. She's big on the glass, she gets out, she's long, she's athletic, she's a great scorer. She's a really tough mismatch for a lot of teams. She really finds other people, gets other people involved. So she's been huge for this team, and I'm expecting a really big game for her tonight.
Bendigo come in unchanged, and their health is in great form as they head into finals. As you noted, Kelsey Griffin missed some time earlier on, but they are flying, and they will go with that familiar starting 5.
Yeah, and that's a great starting 5 there, and so much of a championship winning team, and getting to that spot at top spot is having a lot of luck. So not having those injuries, but they're looking good tonight. I'm sure it's going to be a great Victorian matchup between these two teams.
Sure will be. The regional rivalry, the Spirit and Geelong United. Our referees tonight, Taylor Flint, Daniel Batye and Shannon Jennings. And we're underway in just a moment to kick off round 14 of the Signet WNBL. It'll be Sharp and Tolo to contest the tip. Wednesday night hoops on ESPN. And Bendigo, first possession.
And we spoke about the mismatches that the Geelong United team have. So they're going to have everyone crash the glass, help Hannah Hank out, help Alex Sharp, because they do have that mismatch in the post area.
Feeding the post with Tolo. 6 seconds to work with. Tolo's got to go and nails it.
Mariana Tolo just doing Mariana Tolo things, their first possession of the game. But what I liked about the Geelong United, everyone's active on the defensive end. Their hands are out.
Sharp feeding inside and denied from Tolo. Hot start from the veteran big.
And this matchup between Jones and Sammy Wickham is a really big one. Jones does have as we see Shelley try and get her scoring going, she does have the length on Sammy Wickham.
Here is Shelley. Pocket pass, the rolling Hank. It's a foul call. Looks to be on Tolo, and Hank will head to the line for 2. Hannah Hank's role has only gotten bigger as the season's worn on. Kaiser, an early departure from this Geelong roster and then Froling out for the season. She stood up, Hannah Hank. Let's get down to Megan Huswaite, courtside. Megs.
Well, Danielle Raber not playing tonight. A groin issue has hampered her in recent weeks and has done so again tonight. But some good news for Bendigo with recruit Ash Hannon set to suit up tonight. She's missed a few months with concussion and the effects of that. So good news that she's fit, healthy and ready to go tonight.
Thanks, Megs. That's great news. And then back in the lineup, here's Brett from the corner. Sharp on the follow. Not quite. Whitcomb pounces on it.
And that's Alex Sharp's second offensive rebound. So you know that she's going to be really big on the glass, trying to keep this team alive, especially in that big spot.
Burton turns the corner. Quick trigger from Sammy Whitcomb. Griffin muscles through for 2. It'll be a big ask tonight for Geelong, but they'll have to keep Bendigo off the glass if they're to get it done. Waved off, but it's a foul call against Bendigo.
And that's a great find by Judge Shelley. She just read the pick and roll. She drew 2 defenders, and Hannah Hank just getting to that sweet spot on the offensive end, picked up the foul.
Her assist numbers have risen as well. Judge Shelley with Mon Conti missing a handful of games. Here's Hank. Goes to work on Tolo, battling inside, and a second foul call on Tolo.
And that's great recognition by Hannah Hank. She took Tolo off the dribble. She's confident enough to take it up against one of the greats in Mariana Tolo. She gets Tolo to pick up that second foul, and now she heads to the bench. They have to go to that second line of rotation. Casey Samuels comes in, and they're a little bit smaller, and that's the type of ball that Geelong United want to play.
This goes for Hank. Geelong coming off a double-digit loss against Townsville away from home. They just fell away late. They've struggled to close the gap on the big 3 this season. Wickham open, rattles out.
And Geelong are just in that press. They're trying to slow the ball down Bendigo Spirit. Bendigo are one of the high-scoring offensive teams in the competition. They want to get out and run and put points on the board. So to get them into that 8-second shot clock is great for them.
Geelong out of trouble. Here's Shelley with 3 seconds. Burton walls up. Back in the hands of Hank. And Jones right on time.
That's just about staying in the possession right there. Hank keeping that one alive. Jones able to clean it up.
Wilson around the pick. Geelong wearing their Pride jersey tonight, teaming up with Pride Cup to highlight inclusion in sport during tonight's home game. Shelley feeding the post, poked away. No further than sharp.
And both teams just struggling to find their offensive productivity here. They've really been taking it out on the defense is really taking them out of their stuff. So just settle into the game, get some really good looks, move the ball from side to side.
Griffin can't connect. Hank assessing. Brett finds her way to the block. Needs some meaningful movement here, Geelong. Griffin did well, but Hank, somehow, a fresh 14. Early trigger for Brett. Sharp again on the O-glass, and Jones. Not that time. Burton in transition. Some miscues early offensively.
Just had a bit of a fast pace to it this game. Just both teams are really trying to see what works in the offensive end. Geelong now with the set. They can really get a good look, shift the defensive Bendigo Spirit, make them work for this one.
Hank on the free-throw line, buries it. They take their first lead of the contest. And I suspect Kennedy Kariyama will be tearing his hair out at the 7 offensive Geelong rebounds already, Alice.
Yeah, they've been huge on the offensive glass, Geelong United, and I'm sure Chris Lucas would be really happy with the effort and intent that they've gone on the offensive glass. But Bendigo have got to clean that up. They're normally really good on the board, so just having that in the forefront of their mind as Geelong gets out in transition.
The defense once more from Geelong. Jones dumped inside, and Hank very involved in the first.
And Sammy Whitcomb yet to score yet in this ball game, but Geelong United have really made all her shots tough. You can tell that they know she's the best player in the league. As we look here, trying to get her the ball, they're making every single possession hard for Sammy right now.
5 on 4, they go quick, and Jones glides through for 2. Timeout, and Geelong with an early lead. Home crowd loving what they're seeing. 10 plays 4, early days, and Kennedy Kariyama and the Bendigo Spirit looking just to stem this tide.
Yeah, and I think that's just something they just need to calm the pace down of this game, get some really good looks. Geelong have done a really great job in taking the Bendigo Spirit out of their offensive set. They have productivity there, so great start by Geelong United.
To think about for Bendigo, and the skipper, Kelsey Griffin, caught up with Megan before the match.
Well, Kelsey, what does a winning team focus on game to game, and what will that focus be tonight?
I think any team is continual improvement. You know we need to get better to be where we want to be and to reach our potential. And so that's certainly our focus is, you know, reviewing film, seeing what we need to improve on, where we need to get better, where our deficiencies are, and yeah, trying to implement it the next week.
You look like you're playing happy, lighter. Is that because perhaps you aren't carrying the burden of the team as you have in previous years, and everyone steps up on this team on any given night?
I mean, I feel like in any team that I'm a part of, I try to do what the team requires me to do for us to be successful, whatever that looks like. And this year, it's just been really enjoyable to have so much experience around me, but also the selflessness and the character of people as well. People have sacrificed to be a part of this team, and they're genuinely happy for each other's successes, and we celebrate each other's successes. And, you know, that's a team I feel like anyone would want to be a part of.
We love hearing about the DNA of this team. Looking forward to seeing it out there tonight. Good luck.
Thanks, Megan. Appreciate it.
We've heard that genuine enjoyment from the Bendigo squad throughout the season. Kelsey Griffin, the last press conference, really noted that she was thankful to play with Sammy Whitcomb. Such a great pairing.
Yeah, I mean, Sammy's an incredible player. She's an absolute superstar of the game. I've been really fortunate to play a couple of years with Sammy, and she just is the ultimate professional, and she lifts everyone up to that level that she's playing at. And we can see the way this Bendigo Spirit team play. They play selfless, they play together. Exactly like Kelsey said, they're so happy for each and every one of the success. And on any given day, anyone can go off for 20 or 30 in this team. So a lot of sacrifices made, and it's kind of there's a tale that why they are sitting at the top of the ladder, 2 games clear.
They sure are. Playing terrific basketball, but on the ropes here, early days. Whitcomb, deep 3-ball, nails it.
And it wasn't going to be long before Sammy Whitcomb got going, and that's the first 3 of the game from both teams. So great find by Sammy.
She's one of the MVP contenders for a reason, Sammy Whitcomb. Here's Gemma Potter. Oh, the feed, and wide open was Jones. 6 early ones in the game for her. Wilson probing, cut off. Quick hands from Sharp.
Geelong United have been great on the defensive end. They've all been active hands as we see that Sammy Whitcomb deep 3 there. And look at the bench, just everyone just up and about, happy for her there. But I really like the way Geelong have started this game. They've been intentional in the way they're defending. They've had active hands, and they've had everyone crashing the offense and defensive glass.
Warung checked in off the pine. Samuels now for 3. Six minutes gone. United lead at home. Oh, Jones, what a dime for Shelley. Picture perfect with the cut.
And that 1-2 combo of Jazz, Shelley and Jones has been really great for Geelong United. As we spoke about earlier, Jones is a really avid passer. She's great on the offensive end. She reads the game really well.
Whitcomb in rhythm. No look, dime the other way for Burton. Now these offenses starting to flow. Shelley around the off-ball screen. Good for 2 more. Oh, Whitcomb in transition, book it. Second 3 goes for Sammy.
Back-to-back 3s for Sammy Whitcomb, and this is where they're really going to have to tighten up on her. She can get going really quickly on the offensive end, make those looks tough just like they were at the start of the game.
Sharp and Jones on the strong side. Jump hook falls. Six-point buffer for Geelong. Burton turns the corner. Right into the body of Conti.
And Burton just does that so well. She's so good on the rim, the way she attacks the rim and takes the hit. She never seems rushed.
Shelley directing traffic. Single-digit shot clock. Conti will heave. High arcing three. Whitcomb. That unshakable confidence on show once more. Slicing through, and Shelley. Clean denial. Minute 41 remaining in the first. Got a pair of subs for the Spirit. Let's get down to Megs.
Well, Hayley Jones has been looking to captain Keely Froling on the bench and communicating with her in this opening term. And Froling just oozes leadership. She had knee surgery 2 weeks ago, and her main concern before the operation was would she be fit to travel with the team to support them in Townsville last week. When she woke from the anaesthetic, her first question was, can I go to Townsville? Leadership is always on her mind.
She's the ultimate competitor, Keely Froling.
She is the ultimate competitor, and she's been a leader of this team. She was with the Melbourne Boomers, excuse me, and now at Geelong United. And this is a big loss for them, the Geelong United, but everyone's really stepping up and playing their role for this team.
Micah Simpson off the bench for Bendigo. As is Samuels. 5 seconds. Hard to the cup, not that time. Quick thinking from Brett. The open canvas, though, shut off. Less than a minute remains in the first. Sharp, clean strip from Samuels. Terrific defense. Booth, corner triple. Now Jones can steady. Geelong looking to add to this quarter-time lead. It's a foul call on Werrung. Fourth team.
And Geelong United yet to make a 3-ball in this game, but what I've loved is they've attacked the rim. They've got 14 points in the paint, and now Brett's going to go to the free throw for potentially 2 more. So they've really looked at the mismatches and the advantages that they have on the offensive end and really attacked the rim with confidence.
Make sure you're following all the live stats of tonight's game in the free WNBL app. You can also check out game highlights, team and player info, and more. Download it from the App Store today. Injects Ash Hannon, returning from that concussion. Terrific sight for her and the Bendigo fans. Oh, of 2 from the line. And now the shot clock's unplugged. Werrung, final look at the first. They need to get a look up here at the Spirit. Stepping back for 3 and cans it. Micah Simpson converts to end the firsts. And that'll lift this Bendigo team. 1-point ball game at the end of 10. Geelong United with a quarter-time lead. Coming into this contest, you would have predicted that Geelong would struggle to keep Bendigo off the glass. Not to be in this first quarter. 18-10, they lead the rebounding contest, 7 of which have come on the offensive end, and Hayley Jones has been stellar. They take a 1-point lead at the end of the first quarter. Alice Koenig.
Yeah, Geelong have been amazing to start this game, and I'm sure Chris Lucas would be really happy with the way they've stuck to their scout on the offense and the defensive end. They've taken the Bendigo Spirit out of their offensive rhythm and sets, and shots have been hard. A nice 3-ball at the end of that quarter there for the Bendigo Spirit keeps them just 1 point behind Geelong United, but I'm sure that both teams are going to reset and get into the second quarter. Good to see what will come up about next.
The Spirit will never be far away, and stay powered with Signet, Australia's favourite power bank brand. Keep your devices charged and never miss a moment. Visit signet.com to find your perfect power bank. Underway in the seconds. And it's Jones who has 8 points and 3 dimes after 1. Draws a bevy of defenders and connects with Hank.
Another dime there for Hayley Jones. She's so good at reading the defense, and when one comes, she's able to find the open player, as we see Sammy Whitcomb go down there.
That looks not good for Sammy. She's up. Burton remains with the play. Whitcomb lets fly for 3. And tracked down from Burton. It's a foul call. And it looks to be the first on Hannah Hank.
And as we see there, Brett just runs into Sammy Whitcomb, but great to see her getting back up, and hopefully she'll be fine to play out the rest of the game.
Physical start to this second quarter, Megan.
Yeah, bodies crashing to the floor. First Whitcomb and now Burton. She's just grabbing at her left elbow at the moment. They're going to look and get some treatment for her. I'm just looking at the Bendigo bench, but I was in the Geelong quarter time huddle, and it was about Hannah Hank. She told us pre-game that she is inexperienced, but she is playing on Ashley Hannon, who is also inexperienced with Tolo in some early foul trouble. Chris wants to see her go at Hannon and play on her quick.
Thanks, Megs. Get an opportunity to see that just here. Whitcomb poked at it and poked free for Bendigo. Burton downhill and all clean from Shelley. Simpson will reset. Here is Hannon. Oh, great vision, cross court, Burton open. Nylon, another 3 for the Spirit, their 5th of the ball game. And they retake the lead for the first time since the opening moments. A group of 3s from the Bendigo Spirit see them back in the lead here. Griffin connecting on her first. Whitcomb's hit a couple, and Micah Simpson getting involved as well off the bench. They are in many ways inevitable, this Spirit team.
Yeah, they're a great 3-point shooting team, and they have done a lot of their damage from the 3-point line, as we saw Hannon find Burton out there. And this is where Geelong United are really going to have to make a change, make them put it on the floor, close out to shooters long. They are shooting the 3-ball at 36%, make them beat them from the interior. They don't have that inside presence of Tolo right now, so they can attack that mismatch.
Tolo with the 2 early personal fouls. And they've lent on the likes of Casey Samuels and Ash Hannon in her absence. Bendigo with a burst of momentum off the back of those 3s. They're now 5 of 12 from distance, and Kelsey Griffin connected on her first treble of the night before Burton got involved, courtesy of a brilliant dime from Ash Hannon. Cross-court vision, and great to see her back out playing some quality basketball after her long layoff due to injury.
Yeah, and it's really great for the Bendigo Spirit to have that rotation and have that second string bench. And we mentioned that Tolo does have those 2 early fouls as we see her back in the game, but they are so deep with their roster, and everyone knows their role on this team, and they play it to an absolute T, Liam.
Deflected off Whitcomb. He can reset with 9 on the shot clock. Led by 7 at one stage, United. Not on the same page with Sharp. Now they've got numbers. Back with Wilson. Whitcomb, open. Can't land it. Tolo back out there with the two personals. Nearly pulled down the rebounds.
And Sammy wasn't able to convert on that three-pointer, but Hank's really got to recognise who she's guarding on the defensive end. Sammy Whitcomb's next to her. You can't give her a step like that. You've got to stay one step closer to a player like Sammy. She's just too deadly from the three-point line.
Inbounds via Tolo. Good off the glass. That should be a mismatch that they can go to en masse this evening.
Yeah, they're definitely undersized in the post area, but they make up for that with the heart and the effort that they're playing with, especially on the defensive end and on the offensive rebound. They've been huge, the Geelong United.
They do it by committee. Alex Sharp is one of those. 4 to work with, cut off.
And that's back-to-back turnovers by Geelong. Bendigo Spirit have gotten out into as we see another 3-ball go down by Veronica Burton. Bendigo look to be in a zone right now, so they're trying to change it up on the defensive end, get them out of their system, make them make tough passes.
Burton into double figures, now with 10. United need to somehow stop this run. Another late shot clock situation. Brett got to go. Short that time. Falls out the way of Potter. Fouled, count it. Hoop and harm for Gemma Potter. That is a lifter for the home side.
Yeah, they definitely needed that by Gemma Potter, staying in the possession. And when the 3-ball's not dropping, they've yet to convert on a 3-point possession. That's when you've got to get after the offensive glass, and it's keeping him in this game right now, Liam.
No surprises, Tolo straight back to the pine now with her third. And spot on Alice, this offensive rebounding. Definitely keeping them in it. 3 more courtesy. Right there. Here's Burton. It's beautiful ball movement and clean denial from Hank. Make it 2.
Great defense there by Hannah Hank. She's been a great pickup for Geelong United, and we can see that she will be a player of the future in this league, as we see Sharp just too easily get to the rim on the offensive end.
Defense to offense for Geelong. Back to a 1-possession ball game. Burton stripped clean and last touched off Shelley.
As we look at that replay, Hannah Hank just staying in the possession, 2 back-to-back blocks. And you see there 4 Geelong United players are in the key there. They're really getting after the rebound as a team. They're not just leaving Hank out to dry to do it by herself.
Sunny not that time. Here's Shelley. Sharing the floor with Conti in the backcourt. Another single-digit shot clock. Sharp's there inside. Burton came across, perhaps a little overzealous. Geelong basketball. It's 3.8 with that clean out of bounds call. Sharp in rhythm.
Another offensive rebound by Geelong, just keeping themselves in this game. 3-point ball game.
The number continuing to mount. Shelley pulls into a 3 and banks it home. Some good fortune for United, and they tie it back up once more. An 8-0 run.
They've got 9 offensive rebounds in this ball game, so it's keeping them alive as Hank fouls. Samuel's down there as a hard foul. And as we look at the replay, see Jazz Shelley's 3. She knew she had to get it off. She saw the player in case Samuel's just stepped back.
Now she's a sharpshooter, Jazz Shelley. Might not have drawn up that one off the glass. Not going to matter. Great to see her in some terrific form as Hank takes a well-earned break. Let's hear the thoughts of Megan Huswaite, courtside.
Well, the Geelong bench rose as one as Jazz Shelley's 3 went through the net. And Alice, I'm interested to know from you what it's like as a player when you are riding high on confidence. Jazz Shelley is riding that wave at the moment. What does it feel like? You've been through it so many times before.
It's amazing, Megs, and you can see that they just absolutely back one another, this Geelong United team. They're all so happy every time someone scores, and it's just such the ultimate confidence booster. As you see Jones just go for an easy layup, but we can see Jazz Shelley just keep getting better from week to week, and look, her team are backing her, and I love to see it.
Not just the one game where she breached the 10-point barrier before the turn of the new year, Jazz Shelley. Since then, she's averaged 19 points per game, including 24 against the Flames. As another 3 goes for the Spirit.
And that Jazz Shelley 3 was actually Geelong United's first 3-ball. 1 of 5, just shooting the 20%. Bendigo Spirit shooting at a whopping 42% from the 3-point line.
Offense had been so effective from inside the paint prior to that. And finally, Bendigo on the flip side come back down to earth. On cue, Shelley turns the corner and another 2 off the window. Burton, this pace has stepped up a notch in the second quarter. Forces the hand of the Geelong defence. 2 to come at the line.
And as we look at that replay of Jazz Shelley, she comes off the on-ball really well. She's got her head up and she turns the corner. She just recognises the defence. They weren't set. Sammy Whitcomb was on her heels. She's having a great start to this game. 4 of 6 from the field, 9 points, a rebound, block.
Burton connects on the first, calling all sports teams say goodbye to travel headaches and hello to CTM Sport. CTM are 100% committed to delivering excellence in their field. Leave the logistics to the travel experts so your athletes can focus on what they do best. Learn more at ctmsport.com.au. 2 of 2 from the line for Veronica Burton. Conti, time to set her feet. Potter nearly got there, and this hustle on the second chance opportunities continues to be a factor.
Yeah, another extra possession for Geelong United, and I think what's really kept them in this game and not got them into half-court basketball with Bendigo Spirit is they're moving the ball, they're keeping the ball off the floor, they're getting it through hands, everyone's touching the ball. So when they're shooting it with confidence.
Wilson this time wins her way to the stripe. They'll head back to the line where they're 4 of 4 so far this evening. And of course, congratulations to Kelly Wilson, who did, of course, break the all-time WNBL assist record in recent weeks. Previously held by Kristen Veal.
Incredible achievement by Kelly Wilson. I've been fortunate enough to play against her for a lot of years and play with her at the Opals, and she's just the ultimate professional, great player, but even better person. Congratulations, Kelly.
Well said. He become the game's record holder by accident. Here's Jones. Sammy pushing the pace once more. 3.5 remaining in the first half. Whitcomb penetrating. Not that time for Werra. Shelley feeding down low. Geelong will have it with 16 on the baseline.
And every time Geelong get that rebound on the defensive end, they're outrunning. They know that they don't want to stay in the half court with Bendigo Spirit. They're pushing the pace, exploring options. Can they get to the rim? Can they shoot the 3-ball? And that pace is what's keeping them in this game.
Sharp, utilising her size. Great look for Conti. And again, it's Sharp. Boxed out, didn't matter. First hands to it and the foul call. Third team foul on the Spirit.
Their 10th offensive rebound, Geelong United. Heading into this halftime break, Bendigo Spirit are really going to have to lock in on the defensive end, on the rebounding, close the gap.
They lead the total rebounds 26-15 Geelong. Startling, really, given the outs that they have. No Raber, who was an omission early. Here's Jones with the turnover. Wilson running point. Wickham driving right at Shelley. They'll retain it. Down low with 11.
And Jazz Shelley's doing a really great job of just keeping her hands in the play on the defensive end. She just keeps getting a tip or a block. They may not always be statted, but they're making every single possession hard for the Bendigo Spirit.
Burton. Back behind the arc. From range, you bet. Veronica Burton having herself the first half.
She's got 12 points, 4 of 6 field goals, 2 of 2 from three-point line.
Leading scorer in the ball game. Shelley open. Geelong just can't connect from 3. But this is what's keeping them in it. Battling baseline and picked off from Werra. Wickham to her right, feeding inside. It's Hannon. Back out to a 5-point Spirit lead. Jones, the cross. Pretty move from Hayley Jones.
She's been impressive so far as well. 14 points, 7 of 10 from field goal. She's kept them in this game as we see Burton go down the other end. That's her 17th point for the game as Geelong call a timeout.
Outstanding on Veronica Burton. 6 of 8 from the fields.
Some crafty work there by Hayley Jones. And Veronica Burton down the other end when the Bendigo Spirit or players like Sammy Wickham are taken out of the game. Veronica Burton always steps up in those right moments. She's been huge for them in this first half.
As has Jones. Is Chris Lucas.
Okay, Hayley, go corner. Okay, Alyssa, you're here. We're in horns 3. Okay, but you're looking for the rip. Okay, so fake it. Guys, what are you doing against the zone? Hey, come on. Let's run a turkey. Turkey. Sharp, you're high. Hayley here. Change your sides. Mon, you're here. Okay, we get Jazz and Alyssa here. Okay, we're going to bring that through. Okay, Sharpie cuts on the air time of the pass. Mon, you live. Okay?
Here we go.
All right. Hey, man, we're in Leland Street. So we're in Turkey. Hey, come on, guys.
Two-game homestand here in round 14 for Geelong, and so far they have been impressive. I think Chris Lucas will be happy with what he's seen so far from his side.
He definitely would be happy, and even in that timeout, you could tell by the tone of his voice. He's telling his team, hey, we're good here. We're 5 points away. We're still in this ball game. There's still a minute and a half to play in this half, and we can narrow that gap, but he's trying to keep his team positive. I'm sure he'd be really happy with the way they played this first half of basketball.
90 seconds remain before the main break. Sharp. That's a travel. Megs, you were listening in to Kennedy Kerryama of the Bendigo timeout.
I was, and calm and composed aura, that is for sure, and that's also because of such experienced players in this Bendigo team, but fascinating to see a lot of the communication coming from the guards in. This lady with the ball, Callie Wilson, and what another assist that was, but her working with Veronica Burton, you've got the games record holder in this league and then really a young rising star, only just in her WNBA career, early days in Burton. So great to see the communication done by committee.
Thanks, Megs.
And another great assist by Callie Wilson there, finding Micah's system for back-to-back threes. She's got 2 3 balls in the game, so as we see Hayley Jones go off for another one. What a great addition that is to have someone like Micah Simpson learning off Callie Wilson, Sammy Wickham, Veronica Burton. You can tell she's just oozing the experience.
Absolutely. One of the youngsters in this experienced Bendigo lineup. Turnover. See Shelley with the breakaway. .7 reads the game clock, and it's a timeout on the floor. Bendigo, 6-point leaders. Try and draw something up to end this first half. A tight tussle so far. Bendigo have had 7 different scorers in the game, led by Burton with 17. And Geelong with their 12 offensive rebounds. They've been terrific. Let's listen in to Kennedy Kariyama.
So KG, middle, 1, 2, 3 in the backcourt. Casey, your first catch up the floor. Let's break the press first, because I'm sure that's what we're going to get. Once we beat the front court, I'm expecting zone. We've got Sammy, base, V, with the ball, KG, and then Ali in the mid-action. So we're pinning down. Once we go off KG screen, pin down for Sammy for the three, Ali for the extra, KG on the roll, Casey on the flash to high-low. So if there's no easy three for high-low, then we're overloaded V, space, ready to catch and shoot.
Well, there's that aura on display that Megan Huswaite spoke about. They are such a cool, calm and collected huddle, as we've seen throughout the season. Ford dealers are all about supporting the game here in Australia. From Ford Aussie Hoops to the WNBL, they've been backing Aussie sports and communities for nearly 100 years. So when you're ready to hit the court, your local Ford dealer is here to help you get to the game. Shot clock just ahead of the game clock. In the hands of Whitcomb. And the Spirit clear out. KG 23 inside the painted area. Falls home. Counted, she says. And KG 23 with a hoop and harm.
And I'm not actually sure what Kennedy drew up in that play, but they ran it to a T to get KG on that mismatch there. As we see her just take the bump, take the hit. Vintage KG right there.
Polishes off the play. 5 to work with. Jones lost it, and the buzzer expires. It's a 7-point advantage for the Bendigo Spirit off the back of that and one play from Kelsey Griffin. It has been an entertaining first half here at Geelong Arena, as United taking it right up to the ladder-leading Spirit, who have lost just the 2 games this season. They're on a 7-game win streak, but United might be undermanned. They are up for the fight. Let's get down to Megan Huswaite on court.
Well, Veronica, they've taken up to you in the first half as you expected. What is most challenging about Geelong right now?
I mean, they're definitely making tough shots. They're making things difficult. It's a physical game. As you said, you know, it's a dogfight right now. They're fighting for a final spot. We're fighting for the #1 spot, so we expected this.
Great to see you teaming up with Kelly Wilson, the games record holder, and then a teenager who looks up to you both in Micah Simpson. Do you love the guard club?
I love it. You know, I think I'm learning just as much as Micah from both of them. To have someone like Kelly Wilson be a vet on this team, it's huge. And then, as you can tell, Mike is always ready. Huge game from her, and we're just excited to see what's ahead for her.
Loving what we're seeing from all of you. Good luck in the second half.
Thank you.
Fair enough. We'll see you.
The Bendigo Spirit here in the first half as they fought back from this deficit. They lead by 7 at the main break.
Commence. We're heading down the south section first. Lots of sharing around. Oh, big rebounds over the top there. Passing out to the side. As we start to make our way up to the court. Fast and furious action, clanging and banging in the chairs. That's what we like to see as we look for an open passer. Oh, we got an open lane. Just couldn't quite hold on to the pass. That's okay. Side ball. Here we go, back in. All right, let's see if we can get a score on the board here. As the fast stroke down the court happens. Pass into the key. Shots up. Oh, just shorts. Shots up again. Ooh, just misses there as well. Third time lucky, not quite. And we're heading up north. Open lane, go! Doesn't quite happen. Nice block there as well. We've got a minute 45 left on the clock. Shots up, not quite. Rebound off the shots, and again. Ooh, still didn't quite get there. A big pops up, and it's going to be too fast for him. That's okay, baseline ball. Minute 20 left on the clock. As we make a fast trip down the south end once again. Pass to the centre, not quite connected. Oh, it jumps it off just before it goes out of bounds. It jumps off the pass. Another big one. Can we get there? It's fast, it's fast, it's fast. Oh, not quite. Straight to good serve. 50 seconds left in our wheelchair basketball exhibition. Big long pass up the top. And ooh, just misses on the shot. Loses the possession as we near the 30-second mark. Big three ball. Not quite. Watch it out under the hoop there. We don't want to destroy any cameras. 20 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of the best leagues in the world, and we pride ourselves on that. Year after year, World Cup after Olympics, the Opals are continuing to get podium finishes, so honestly, why wouldn't you want to come here? I think it's a fantastic league, and it's a league that continues to grow and gets more exciting year in, year out.
I think it's just, Australia is one of the best leagues in the world, and I think it is attractive because of our way of life. Everyone that comes here loves it and loves their experience, so I see we're getting more people come, and like, who doesn't want to play against some of the best players in the world? So I really truly believe that this is one of the best leagues, so that's what makes people come here.
Shelley, audacious, bingo!
Oh, that's what happens when you are confident.
In terms of our league being respected on the world stage, you can see that with players that have gone overseas and have really competed or have done well, players that haven't been seen before internationally because we're so far away. They kind of go overseas and are doing really well, and people are waking up to the standard of our league in Australia, and so that's really nice to see, and it also validates how good our players are down here.
Yeah, I think the league, it's so strong. You know, you've got your best Australian players here, you get great imports in, and I think it's a mix of things. I think it's a strong league, but we also have awesome coaches that develop people. And then, you know, being in Australia is pretty cool as well. Have a summer, it's always nice. So I think there's a whole mix of things that attract people to the league.
I want to see and be a part of the success, and I know it's going to continue to get better and better, and I wouldn't want to be seeing it be successful and me be in another place. So yeah, as long as the WNBL is running, I'll be a part of it. Yeah, looking forward to another year and another step in the right direction, and yeah, continuing to grow women's sport.
Welcome back to WNBL Wednesdays, brought to you by Ford. Some of our stars around the league, they're talking about why so many players come down from all around the world to be a part of this. And the imports have only continued to grow, and we've got so much talent out over the last few years.
Yeah, the WNBL is an absolutely incredible league, and I've been lucky enough to play in it for a lot of years, and just the imports and the calibre of players that we have. And exactly like the girls said, players come to this league, they go overseas, they see the style of basketball, and we're just so well recognised across the world, especially the Opals, the amount of success they have. It's just a full credit to the product of basketball we play here in Australia.
Half-time here between the Spirit and Geelong United. It is a 7-point ball game in favour of Bendigo, but it was Geelong who led this one early.
Geelong were really impressive for the first, 13, 14 minutes of the game, and we knew that Bendigo Spirit would come back. They've been great for the full first half. They've really got on the offensive glass. They've found a way to stay in this game and stay competitive. They haven't shot the three ball particularly well, but someone who has shot the three ball is Sammy Wickham. And the Bendigo Spirit have been really impressive from the three-point line. They've had so many different contributors, as we've seen Micah Simpson hit a huge step back there, and I love the way they're getting up and about. They're confident, they're playing together. It's been a great first half of basketball, Liam.
They sure are. 47% from three. The Bendigo Spirit, Micah Simpson's been great off the bench. Kelsey Griffin has got involved, and Veronica Burton, well, she has been almost the player of the half.
She's absolutely lit up this game. She's been really impressive. 3 of 3 from the three-point line. She's been at the rim. She's got a few dimes, rebounds. She's really led this team from the front, as we see here. 17 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. And like I said, when a player like Sammy isn't quiet, isn't her usual Sammy Whitcomb self, Veronica Burton has been there to always pick up the pieces. She's always that 1-2 punch behind Sammy. But for Geelong United, Joan, Shelley been huge. Sharp has been amazing on the boards. And I think it's going to be a great second half of basketball here, Liam.
What are you looking for in the second half, Alice?
Look, I think Geelong just have to stem the blow of the three-point shot from the Bendigo Spirit. And on the other end, they've got to keep staying in the glass and keep backing themselves on the offensive end. Stay true to the work they've done and keep just believing in their system.
We're just minutes away from the second half. But first, let's look at the top 5 plays from round 13.
Coffee already an important touch early to Cox, and we get the first bucket of the night. Cox comes up with a big block. Burton flies up the floor. Unbelievable, Burton.
Well, what a pass. What a platter for Solomon.
Second half is moments away here. Bendigo lead by 7 off the back of that 30-point second quarter explosion. You may notice today that players from both teams have a purple band around the top of their singlet. This band is a powerful symbol of support for survivors of domestic violence. This season, the WNBL clubs, athletes and the Players Association have united to raise awareness around this critical issue. Enough is enough. A life free from violence is possible, and when everyone plays a role, real change happens. Learn how you can be a part of the solution today by visiting Full Stop Australia. 1-800-FULL-STOP and the QR code on your screen now. A season-long initiative from the WNBL. Let's get down to Megan Huswaite on court, who's got the Geelong skipper who is out of action today, Keely Froling. Megs.
Well, Keely, what was the message from Coach Chris Lucas and yourself, the captain, at halftime?
Yeah, the main message was look after the ball. Way too many turnovers, way too many points off of that. And then just closing out to their three-point shooters. You know, we're smashing them on the boards at the moment, which was a big focus for this game. So we fix up that other stuff and hopefully have a pretty good half.
Now, we are in the rainbow scarves. It is Geelong United's inaugural Pride round, collaborating with Pride Cup, which is fantastic. And I spoke to Danny Raber during the week for ESPN, so check that story out if you can. But how important is it to the club and the community to support this round and all it's about?
Yeah, it's super important. You know, I think we're the only WNBL club doing it this year, and it's really special to show that inclusivity and, yeah, just welcome everyone to the game and get to wear cool rainbow scarves. So really special.
Thanks for joining us, Keely. We'll let you get back to the bench where you leadership. We know you leadership in and out of anaesthetic and on the bench as well. Thanks for your time.
Thanks.
Thanks to Keely Froling for her time there, and those jerseys do look fantastic. Geelong United teaming up with Pride Cup, celebrating the LGBTIQ plus community. Second half moments away here. Bendigo looking to continue their momentum, but with Tolo only playing 3 minutes and 43 seconds due to foul trouble. Alice, that has changed the complexion of this one.
It definitely has, and it's really put Bendigo spirit into that small ball basketball. But when you're shooting the 3 ball at 47%, that's really going to go a long way to keep you in this ball game. And Tolo's starting this second half, so she'll have to really protect that 4th foul.
We'll see if Geelong go after her to get her 4th. Great feed inside. Tolo starts things off the right way.
And that's just great recognition by Sammy Wickham. They actually switched out the pick and roll. So Hannah Hank went out to the guard in Veronica Burton. And Sammy Wickham just recognising the mismatch down low.
Burton hit the deck hard. It's a moving screen. Just the first personal on Alex Sharp. Geelong leading the rebounds, 29-16, in points in the paint, 28-16.
Yeah, they've absolutely smashed them on the rebounding count there, and something that Keely was speaking about was them in the turnovers, 8 turnovers to Bendigo's 2. So if they clean up the ball and just look after the ball, it's going a long way to go to keep them in this ball game.
Jones was stellar in the first half. 16, 5 and 4 for Hayley Jones. Here's Potter. Top of the arc, 3 ball won't go. 1 of 8 from 3 in the first half, United. Griffin waiting, and the whistle came, fortunately for Bendigo. Ball foul call against United. In the hands of Whitcomb. A pair of threes in the first half, and now her first points in the paint for the evening.
And Sammy's so deadly at just recognising the mismatch and recognising when teams either go under or close her out long on the defensive end as Jones gets to the foul line.
First trip to that spot this evening. Sunny improves her tally to 8 with that lay-in. Megan Huswaite, Hayley Jones is really taking it up to Bendigo in this one. Get back to Megs a little later. Pulls home in the free throw and back to a single-digit margin. Burton generally in the offense. Sharp switches onto the ball. 6 seconds to work with. Wilson. Great find. Burton. Corner three, not quite. Resetting via Hank. Shelley to draw something up around the pick. Long-range floater, a little short. Tolo's battling, as is Whitcomb. Feigned the screen to Tolo, now it's Whitcomb, high off the window. Great defense from Hayley Jones. Let's give Megan another try. Megs.
Well, I spoke to Hayley Jones before the game, and she is super excited because at the Atlanta Dream, as of today, she's got a new teammate, one of the biggest WNBA moves in history. It's 10-time WNBA All-Star. Brittany Griner will be Hayley Jones' teammate next season. Jones said she's watched her career right from the early days at Baylor through to dominating the WNBA with Phoenix. She can't wait to play with her inside and hopefully produce some moves like that next season.
Speaking of, Jones's tally now up to 20.
I know it's a huge off-season move there. Brittany Griner leaving the Phoenix Mercury, and I know another teammate that'll be really happy to play with her is Naz Hillman, player at the Southside Flyers. So that's a huge pickup for the Atlanta Dream.
Burton inside. Tolo, and that's going to be number 4. Incidentally, on the rip-through, caught Jones. A little high.
And Tolo just can't believe that foul. She just got unlucky there. She did the right thing, trying to go up above, not rip the ball low. Picking up her 4th foul, that's going to send her to the bench.
6 minutes of game time tonight for Mariana Tolo. And once again, they will do without her services until later in the contest. Wilson snatched at it, and it's a jump ball.
And just everyone from the Bendigo Spirit just picking up without Mariana Tolo on the floor. They're all getting after things, getting hands on things, rebounding together. Kelly Wilson's been huge on the offense and the defensive end.
Inside is Sharp, fading away. 3.5 gone in the second half. Wilson off the handoff. Oh, Griffin, that's a foul call. Clutching that left leg.
Hannah Hank just trying to get her hands in the cookie jar to reach in for that ball. And we hope to see Griffin may have just got a knock to her leg there.
Hopefully nothing too serious. Looks to probably two-phase Griffin, but that'll hurt.
And both teams have done a really good job at stifling the momentum of each team on the offensive end. Out in transition, both teams haven't really been able to find their flow. And Geelong United have done a really good job staying this ball game. They are really undermanned, but they've done a great job. They've got 30 points in the paint, so they're exploiting having Mariana Tolo out of this game.
They sure are. Whitcomb really followed her own miss.
And Josh Shelley's done a great job of defending Sammy Whitcomb. She's made her take tough shots. Sammy just 3 of 13 from the field. She's really put her in two minds for a lot of her shots, but we know what Sammy Whitcomb can do. She can just heat up like a heater immediately.
Yeah, well, she's held her to 3 of 13 from the floor. More to your point.
Yeah, but Sammy, you know, Sammy's Sammy. She's got the 3 rebounds. She's got the 5 assists. She's getting others involved, and players like Burton, Griffin have stepped up. Everyone's had their moment to step up for this team.
Definitely, that's been the story of Bendigo throughout the season. 5 or 6 players who on any given night can explode. Whitcomb, 2-man game, not that time for Griffin. Shelley awaits assistance. Melissa Brett back out there. Potter lets it fly, connects.
And that is elite ball movement and unselfish play by the Geelong United. All those players could have had a shot, but they went from a good shot to a great shot in Gemma Potter. Had her feet set and shot the ball with confidence.
Burton, now they're in rotation. Deflected though from Shelley. Geelong basketball.
As we see that replay there, Gemma Potter just had her feet set. Brett finding her, she shot the ball with confidence. It's a 4-point ball game. They're well and truly in this ball game right now, Liam.
They certainly are. That off the back of just their second three. They're getting it done in the painted area. Sharp. Back-to-back threes for Geelong. And now it's a 1-point ball game, halfway through the third. And a timeout on the floor. Spirit 51, lead Geelong 50.
Now throughout this season, you will have noticed that players from both teams have a purple band around the top of their symbol. This man is a powerful symbol.
Has felt at times, Alice, like offenses for both sides haven't quite flowed, but back-to-back threes here for Geelong, and that'll help.
Yeah, they've been really great in this third quarter of basketball. They've stuck with them. They've stuck with their system. They've shot the three ball with confidence. It was just a matter of time before those three balls were going to drop for them, and they've run really good plays. That first one for Gemma Potter, then they ran another play to her. She read the defense well. She found a wide open Alex Sharp in the corner, and they're just shooting the ball with confidence. 1-point ball game. Now, how do the Bendigo Spirit respond? How do they respond without their big man presence in Mariana Tolo?
That's what they'll be working out here this timeout. As a result, we've seen 15 minutes from Casey Samuels in absence of Tolo. Ash Hannon has seen some time. Out of this timeout, it's a 1-point advantage to Bendigo and Geelong with back-to-back threes. Roll off a mini run, and it is game on here for your WNBL Wednesdays. Let's get down to Megs.
The crowd are getting behind the home team here, and they're going to look to one of their other shooters. They've got plenty of them on this team, and that is Gemma Potter. And speaking of three-point shooters, we know Tolo's just played the 6 minutes, but Abby Werung's come into the game in the last few minutes after just notching 7 for the game so far, and she's gone straight to one of her very familiar corners.
She is one of the very best from the corner, Megan. Thank you. Here's Shelley. Now Samuels with the assignment. An ambitious pass inside. And I think Sharp has stepped out of bounds. Bendigo basketball.
Bendigo Spirit have just picked up the defensive intensity. They realise the importance of the moment of this game here. They can try and get ahead. And we spoke about three-point percentage, 42% from the three ball, and they've got 11 bench points, the Bendigo Spirit. So that just shows how pivotal their bench is for this team.
Got out of jail there in the backcourt. Burton can take a deep breath. Just 5 to work with for Whitcomb. Step back three and bails them out. A Sammy Whitcomb special. Back with Jones, combining with Brett. They need to find their way inside. Nothing going for the Geelong offense. Shelley, nearly a second bank attempt. Burton is led from the front. Whitcomb, steps back for another. Potter had an influence in this third quarter, as has Sharp. Strong box out from Burton. And now Bendigo with numbers. Werung. Chance to think about it, not that time. Griffin crashing the glass. Whistle came from the referee. Just the first personal there.
Kelsey Griffin unlucky to get that foul there. I think she did the right thing of going after the ball, but she may have just got the hands of the Geelong United player. But she's been pivotal on the glass for this team, leading the rebound. She's got 6 rebounds, 2 offensive rebounds to her name. She's trying to keep that momentum flowing on the defensive end as we see Potter go for a nice backdoor there.
Jones with a room service. Geelong shooting at a 45% clip this evening. Going toe-to-toe with the ladder leaders. Whitcomb slicing through, plus the foul.
Just great recognition by Sammy Whitcomb there. Her 3 balls not going down like it normally is, but the way she can get to the rim and recognise the players just on her, taking the hit, finishing with confidence.
No mistake from Sammy Whitcomb. Now 12 points and 5 assists. Conti back out there, and a miscue. Samuels attacks Jones off the dribble. Kiwi just opened up, and that's a foul. Kelly Wilson will head to the stripe.
And in that possession there for Bendigo Spirit, every single player touched the ball. They didn't hold the ball for too long. They kept it off the floor. They kept it moving. So that allowed the defense to shift and move. And then Kelly Wilson was able to get downhill and draw a foul.
He's an 87.5% free throw shooter this season, Kelly Wilson. Across the board, this Bendigo team, so accurate from the line. Continues that trend. 2:07 remaining in the third. Jones, again, that backdoor cut. Not that time for Shelley. Brett grinding hard.
And Geelong do such a great job of playing out of the corners. They stay in the corners, so that allows them to get those backdoor cuts. And when they cut with such intensity, it just really opens up the floor for them. Shelley unlucky to get that one, but I like the way she was cutting really hard to the rim.
It's been a play that's worked throughout the evening for Geelong. They'll get a second chance here. Jones isolated with Samuels. Inside, lost her footing. Simpson combining with Griffin. An open floor for KG 23, and she takes it.
Wow. Picks it up on the defensive blast, just goes coast to coast, throws off a few bodies, takes the foul. Vintage KG right there.
No one stopped the dribble. And Griffin went all the way to the cup. At the line for this extra, Megan Huswaite.
Well, we know Geelong is a footy town with the Cats, and it is like sitting in the outer here at Geelong Arena, and a punter just behind me described Kelsey Griffin as Joel Selwood-like. I think that's an ultimate compliment. They're both warriors, and just waiting for Kelsey's superwoman Kate to come out in full force in this final term coming up.
It's a very apt comparison. Thanks, Megs.
That is the ultimate compliment. I wish I was put up against Joel Selwood, the ultimate competitor. He's had an incredible career, and so is Kelsey Griffin. How lucky we are to have her play in our league.
Over many years in the championship with the Spirit. She first came out, and now enjoying being back where it all started in the WNBL. Let's listen to Chris Lucas.
Come on.
9-point advantage for Bendigo. Geelong still in the contest, and Foot Locker is celebrating 50 years of sneakers. Celebrate 50 years and the current hoops season by grabbing the latest kicks and apparel at your nearest Foot Locker, the official major partner of the WNBL. And to come for Griffin out of the break.
And we really are so lucky in the WNBL, just have so many incredible sponsors. I spoke about Ford, Foot Locker, Signet. Just, it's incredible just to see the growth of our league, and there's just so much growth continually to come as Sharp makes a great pass there to Jones.
Does well with Griffin bearing down. Bendigo's biggest lead tonight has been 11. Simpson around the pick. Griffin's got to go. Inside the arc. Step through attempt, nearly fell. Shelley can't jet away that time. Jones, that smooth, composed style, draws the foul for 2 from the line.
Just that little up fake by Jones was able to get Ash Hannon in the air. She's so good at just reading the play and reading the defense, Hayley Jones.
Ten of 14 from the field this evening. 22, 7 and 5. Second one drops. Less than a minute remains in this third quarter. And Bendigo extend their lead. Whitcomb, short break on the bench. Griffin thought about the three. Whitcomb will have to go. Great find. Simpson, corner three. Not quite, but Whitcomb pulls down the O-glass. Shot clock barely a factor. Wilson probing. And good off the window. 9-point advantage, Bendigo, not in time on the heave. Spirit 64 lead Geelong 55. We've got 10 to play here at Geelong Arena to kick off round 14.
Competitor once again, that's our second one for the night. We got $50 in the
9-point buffer at Geelong Arena as we enter the fourth. And Veronica Burton leads all scorers for the Bendigo Spirit. 3 of 4 from 3. She has steadied the ship at the point guard position, Alice Koenig.
Yeah, Veronica Burton had a huge first half of basketball. She was actually scoreless in that third quarter, so full credit to Geelong United taking her out of the game, but Sammy Whitcomb got going. But what she was able to do in that first half, she was great. 3 of 4 from the three-point line, 6 of 9 field goals, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, plus 1 on the efficiency. So she's done a really great job, Veronica Burton. She's led this team from the front, and now she'll continually do it in this fourth quarter.
And Megan, you were listening in to the Bendigo huddle at three-quarter time.
I was. Burton takes her place back on the court for this final term, and she had a parting message for her teammates, and that was that Geelong have one more push left in them. Tolo with 4 fouls back on the court to start this final quarter.
Thanks, Megs.
And that's actually the 5th foul on Veronica Burton. So she's the most fouled player on this court right now. She's had 5 fouls drawn to her. So she does a great job at using her body and drawing the foul.
Wilson again from the sideline. How did Geelong turn this around? A 9-point advantage. Plenty of time remaining, but it does feel like Bendigo are about to possibly eke it away, Alice.
Geelong have done a great job. We spoke about them in the first half, just how they've got on the board, they've shared the ball. They've had 13 assists, 37 rebounds, but they're just lacking that one extra body, it seems like. Bendigo are such a well-drilled team. They're pretty stacked from 1 till 10. They've got a great bench that they can put on as well. So I love the way Geelong have fought, and they've just got to keep looking after the ball, being confident and being aggressive on the rim.
Who's to write them off the way they have fought this evening? Shelley's been integral. Conti. 3 seconds. Baseline jumper just short, but Hank. Not that time in the lay-in.
Their 13th offensive rebound, and we spoke about earlier, they've got 34 points in the paint, so they can try and get Tolo in foul trouble. If they kick the ball inside, get her to get that 5th foul, that can really change the game for them.
A double Tolo on the block. It sees Whitcomb open for 3. Long rebound for the Spirit.
The Spirit have done a better job in this second half of going after the offensive rebound as Sammy Whitcomb makes a nice dime. Got 9 offensive rebounds. Just trying to close that gap on the rebounding count.
Samuel's fouled on that lay-in attempt. Two from the line to come. Averaging the 11 points per game this season after starting earlier on in the campaign in Kelsey Griffin's absence. She's an 85% three-throw shooter.
And she was really amazing for the first half of this season, the way she stepped up in the absence of Kelsey Griffin, and she still played a really pivotal role coming off the bench. Kelsey Griffin's back in that starting lineup, but when she can come in and shoot the ball with confidence, she stretches the floor, she plays really hard defense. That's just what we spoke about, how deep this Bendigo Spirit team are.
Yeah, she's often the first player off the bench for the Spirit. Samuel's on cue, is fouled on the rebounds. Just the 1 offensive rebounds for Geelong in that last quarter, so Bendigo have really cleaned that up.
Yeah, they've done a much better job at cleaning up the glass and just being intentional about the way they go after possessions. And that's the way they've been able to get out and get after this lead, having an 11-point lead here with 8 minutes to play.
Tolo. Again, they feed the post. Finds the cut of Whitcomb, lightning quick.
And the Bendigo Spirit are just never stagnant. They're always moving, and that's what makes them so hard to guard. They've got shooters around the rim. They've got people that can dive to the basket. Tolo inside. They're so versatile all across the board offensively.
Conti finds a way to the free-throw line. Biggest lead of the game for Bendigo. If you just joined us, Geelong led by 7 early in the contest. for a quick and easy weeknight dinner that the whole family will enjoy. Pick up a family pack of Latina fresh pasta and sauce, ready in minutes and so delicious there won't be any complaints at the dinner table. Find Latina fresh in a chilled pasta aisle near you. Conti converts. Pressing up in the backcourt. Burton fights a way out of it. Wickham driving hard, baseline. That was gritty.
Sammy wanted that foul, and I think she had a case there. But that is just the ultimate 101 on how to break a press by the Bendigo Spirit. They kept the ball off the floor. Credit to Geelong. They got them out of their stuff, but Sammy just too good getting an open layup there.
18 points, 6 times this evening for Sammy Wickham.
Offensively for us.
Let's listen in to Kennedy Kariyama.
On walkouts, let's go Diamond. Diamond 45. Diamond 45. Now, if we can go Casey's side, so we're cross screen for Tolo, we'll take the cheapie. If that's not on, Casey lifts up. Now we can either settle in, or we can call up for side pick and roll and play to that. Then we can shift Casey's side, and then I want to see shallows. Shallows.
If we have to pass it to Tolo's side, just don't pass it in. Everyone's staring at her. Good movement and cuts off Tolo, okay?
Hey, defense is rotate team, keep blocking out. Great job.
Never been rushed over on that bench throughout the contest, even early on when things weren't going their way.
Yeah, you just know that they really stay true to the way that they play, and they know they believe in their systems, they trust their system, they trust everyone that gets on the floor. And he made a really crucial effort in saying, keep blocking out, keep getting after the rebounds. That's been a pivotal factor for them, and it's helped them get this lead here in this third and fourth quarter.
It's a run home for the Bendigo Spirit, the 3 games remaining, and round 15 off a break for them. What a luxury that'll be with finals locked in. Jones, huge this evening.
Great help defense by Burton. She recognized that Tolo was on Jones. She knew Tolo wouldn't put her hands in. She just came in and just worried her out of the points there.
Tolo. Nice recognition. Samuels, back heel. Geelong have got to throw some things here at Bendigo. They push the pace and go on a run. Sharps, drawn the whistle, waved off. Samuels picks up the personal, her seconds. Shelley with 14 to work with. Sharp, open, pulls the trigger, and just short. Megan Huswaite, you're listening into Geelong's huddle.
I was, and Geelong have become slow and stagnant, according to captain Keely Froling. Chris Lucas asking his players to be more aggressive, adding that Bendigo have had too many touches in the key way, and Whitcomb's been burning them off the dribble. Alyssa Brett, one of their shooters, now subbing into the game for Geelong.
Thanks, Megs. They've lost a little bit of that flow, haven't they, Alice?
Yeah, and Bendigo have been really great in trying to get in the paint. They've got 28 points in the paint and 17 second chance point there. They've been able to get out in transition as well. So Geelong just need to steady. They need to stay aggressive. It's what's worked for them in the first 3 quarters of this game, just backing themselves, being aggressive, trusting their teams. We see Potter going for a layup there, and that's exactly what they need to do. Keep getting feet in the paint. Everything, all the good things happen for them when they get their feet in the paint.
It's more like it. For Geelong, Potter up to 10. Wickham dancing down the boulevard. A clinical second half for Sammy Wickham. She started 3 of 13 from the field. Now has 20 and 6 assists. Jones, just strong on the fadeaway. Nicely weighted finds. Tolo converts off the glass.
Great find in transition there to Mariana Tolo. She did all the right things. She worried Hayley Jones out of the point on the defensive end, and she just ran rim to rim. And that's such a easy, I guess, thing to do, but it's so pivotal for the team to just be able to have that inside presence and finish strong.
And when she has been out on the floor this evening, played just the 11.5 minutes, she's been a real point of difference.
She has. She's been really productive. 4 or 5. She's got 8 points. She's got a rebound. She's got an assist. Plus 14 on the efficiency. She doesn't always have to be the scoring threat, but it's her focus. It's what she brings. It's her leadership and the screens that she sets to get players like Sammy Whitcomb or Veronica Burton open. So you can never underestimate just how much and how important Mariana Tolo is for this team.
4 games remain in the home and away season for Geelong, including tonight. They currently sit in 6th. Geelong wins with 4th, and that Saturday night matchup against the Capitals is going to be huge.
That's going to be a really big game for this team. They're going to be off another game, so they might have some tired legs. Caps come in with fresh legs. But whoever can get that win will really do themselves a really good chance of solidifying himself in that top 4 leading into finals.
Both sides locked on 6 wins, the Capitals and United. Here's Sharp out of the timeout. Picked off from Whitcomb. Sharp recovers. Again, the active hands to the advantage of Burton. What defense? Whitcomb in sync, in rhythm. It won't count.
And that's great ball movement by the Bendigo Spirit. Sammy Whitcomb with the 2 deflections on the defensive end, stays in the play. Nice little pocket pass to Griffin. I think she got a little bit unlucky there, but I love the ball movement and the unselfish play by the Bendigo Spirit.
It was indeed terrific ball movement. Offensive foul. In the end, assessed on Kelsey Griffin. 16-point advantage. Still 5 minutes remaining in regulation. Brett, sense of urgency for Geelong. Jones has a reset. Doubled immediately. Poked out, it was Griffin. And again, and secures the steal.
Impressive defensive possession by the Bendigo Spirit. Every single player had hands on that, leading to a turnover.
It's taken the air out of Geelong here. Whitcomb, not that time. Whistle down the floor. Geelong will retain possession.
Tolo checking back into this game. 4 minutes 32 to play. Hopefully see her protect that 5th foul. She has been so pivotal for them, just exactly like what we spoke about earlier, Liam, just how crucial she is for this team. They need to keep her in this game.
Absolutely. 2 or 3 strong minutes from Tolo here would almost secure the victory. Here's Pollard. Jones tied under the backboard. Sharp as well. All avenues closed off. Spirit's defense has really lifted a notch in the second half.
And that's their 9th steal for the game, and Veronica Bird and Sammy Whitcomb are in the league for steals, top 10 in the league for steals, as we see Tolo go into the post and finish one off. But that just shows how active all their players are. Griffin, Whitcomb, Burton, they're all active on the defensive end, getting extra possessions for their team.
Regain possession here. Potter trying to make something happen with that drive. Bendigo have held Geelong to this 3 points so far in this 4th quarter. They had 40 at half-time, United. Tolo's fouled, and she'll have 2 from the line.
And the Spirit have made it a real emphasis to go into Mariana Tolo now that she's checked back into this game. They're trying to get her some really good looks. She's got that mismatch down low in that 5 position, and they're utilising a player of her calibre underneath.
Whitcomb checks out, and that might be her evening done. Another terrific performance. Tolo, 5 of 6 from the field. Terrific to have her back in the league, mind you. First season in the WNBL since 2020. After playing overseas in Spain, France. Championship winner with the UC Capitals. Potter short on the 3. Again inside, Brett clashing the glass. Whistle against the Spirit. Burton looks a little sore. You suspect Kennedy Kariyama will be taking no risks with his starters here down the stretch, Alice.
Yeah, definitely. He knows how crucial it is to keep players healthy and to give players the rest, but also to reward their bench. Their bench plays some really crucial minutes for them, and they work just as hard as the starters do. They do all the training and all the right things as well. But just being able to have the bench and get them minutes and crucial minutes as well, that's going to go a long way into playoffs. When maybe if your starter's down or with foul trouble, getting those bench players minutes and getting them experience when it's those big time moments.
One of those is Abby Werong with bonus in effect. Let's get down to Mex.
Well, Bendigo are without a couple of their youngsters who are representing their state at the National Under-20 Championships in Ballarat this week. And Alice, I wanted to ask you a little bit about the championship you played in with Bulleen. You were one of the young stars on a team with so much experience. Sharon Milner, Desi Globitz, to name a few. What is it like when you're a young player being surrounded by such experience?
Look, it's absolutely amazing. I was super lucky to win a championship with the Bulleen Boomers that year. I learned from Jenna O'Hay, Desi Globitz, Milner, Rachel Jarry was in that team, Liz Cambridge. So a star-studded lineup, and I just remember that whole season just taking every single opportunity that I can. I had Tom Maher and Michelle Timms and just trying to be like a sponge and trying to learn from the best of the best.
Conti lets fly. Great defense again from Bendigo. It is a great opportunity for the likes of Georgia Booth, Micah Simpson, to learn from this star-studded lineup.
And if you have players that are willing to learn, players like Kelsey Griffin, Tolo, Kelly Wilson, Sammy, they're all gonna teach you. They're all going to give you all the advice that they can, and I know they're just selfless players and they just want the team and everyone to have the best experience and be the best that they can be.
Play so well as a unit. And look on their way to their 8th victory in a row, the Spirit. Geelong still well in the hunt for that final playoff position. Simpson, a jab step. Go to Crichton out there for her first opportunity this evening. Same for Ellsworthy. Sharp has just been relentless on the boards tonight.
She's been absolutely huge on the rebounds there. That's her 14th rebound, her 6th offensive rebound for the game.
Huge.
Hasn't been her night off on the offensive end, but what she's been able to do on the defensive end, especially on the offensive glass, trying to keep things alive for her team.
Game leader for rebounds, Alex Sharp. Wilson inside. It's Hannon who's fouled. Chance for the first points for Ash Hannon this evening. Bendigo have been terrific from the line, 15 of 17.
They've been really impressive right across the board. They've rebounded well, shared the ball, 16 assists to just 6 turnovers. So that assist to turnover ratio would be really, it's really great for them, and I'm sure Kennedy would be really happy with that. They've got the 9 steals. 4 players have got 2 steals. And that's amazing for their defense, and to just keep that defense humming.
That'll feel good for Ash Hannon. 2 of 2 from the line in her first game back since the 10th of November due to concussion.
You never like to see a player go down with concussion, so great to see her back out there and getting some points on the board.
Here's Hank.
Callie Wilson with her 3rd steal.
Just as you were illustrating, Alice. Minute 20 remains. Tolo provides the screen. Not that time with the 2-man game. Ellsworthy penetrating in the foul.
Great recognition by Ellsworthy there, seeing that she had the mismatch on Hannon. Just had a quicker first step, able to get to the rim and get herself to the line.
An important part of the rotation prior to the return of Mon Conti earlier in the season, Sarah Ellsworthy. 14 minutes per game. Another player back in the league after a couple of years of absence. And when Geelong review this one, Alice, they're going to be plenty of positives early on in the contest, but this 4th period has fallen away, unfortunately.
There are a lot of positives for this team, the way they've crashed the glass, shared the ball. You see Wilson nearly get another steal. But they've got a big matchup against the Caps, and if they regroup, they can take a lot of positives from this game. Bendigo Spirit are just a really professional unit.
They sure are. And to help things for Geelong, it's a home game here, Saturday night against the Caps. Sleep in their own beds, shake it off and go again.
And they've done a great job to stay in the game, being so undersized. But the Caps are just another team that's even bigger than the Bendigo Spirit right across the board. They're so long and so athletic. So how they can take away that athleticism and that size in the big spot and use that to their advantage.
Hank does the job from the line. Kelly Wilson. 3 steals, with a couple of dimes tonight to add to her tally. Simpson's really injected herself early on. Could it be a 3rd 3?
She gave it a chance, that's for sure.
Conti jets away and rejected from Hannon. Great way to finish it off for Bendigo. And they can dribble this one out. 21-point victors. And they didn't do it easy. Geelong had the lead early. And then they just grinded it out and held United to just 4 points in the final quarter to register, in the end, a dominant victory. 81 plays 60 here, and it's their 8th victory in a row. Top spot looks to be sewn up for Bendigo. Alice Koenig, how do they get it done?
They were just great right across the board. They had so many different contributors across the board. 34 points in the paint. They had 25 points off their turnovers. Geelong did a great job to stay with this team for 3 quarters of basketball, but Bendigo Spirit just showed their class, just showed why they are the top team in the league, 2 games clear, and just how professional and good they are as a unit there tonight, Liam.
They are right up there as the benchmark, along with Perth and Townsville in that top 3. There will be plenty of positives that Geelong can point to. They were led by Hayley Jones, who had 23 points, 10 boards and 5 assists. But Bendigo, rather, they win as a team.
And not often when you win the rebounding count 53 to 36 in Geelong's favour. You don't lose many basketball games, but the 15 turnovers didn't help the Geelong United, and they're just missing that extra presence in the big man spot. They did a great job to fight, to battle against Griffin, Tolo, Casey Samuels, and they had so many contributors across the board. Alex Sharp was huge, 15 rebounds. Jones had 10 rebounds. Brett added in 6, so they had their moments to really try and keep themselves in this game, but just like we said, Bendigo Spirit too good tonight.
Sammy Whitcomb led the way with 20 points.
Sammy did lead the way with 20 points tonight, and Sammy, Bendigo actually held Geelong to 20 points in the second half. You'd be happy with how you put the clamps on defensively.
Yeah, I think we were just letting them get extra possessions with O-boards, hustle plays, things like that. And then, you know, not really getting the best shots offensively, and that kind of let them get into a rhythm. So I was proud of how we sort of, I don't know, reframed it at halftime and did a better job defensively.
Now, you're a professional basketballer, so you play for a living, we know that, but you've had a massive 12 months when you think about the last WNBL season into WNBA, into Olympics, back to WNBA and WNBL. Just being part of such a great, happy environment at Bendigo, is that what keeps you fresh?
Yeah, I think so. It's been really nice. It is just really fun to show up every day and compete. Not a lot of pressure, very fun. My family's been able to kind of be in and out with me as well, but really I love this group and I feel very fortunate that I get to compete with them.
And it's a 2-game round, of course, back at home on Sunday, and you take on the Flyers. Their wings are a bit injured at the moment. Alice is in commentary tonight doing a fabulous job, but they're going to put up a tough fight.
Yeah, always. They're such a tough group. They've got a phenomenal roster. I know, you know, wins have been tough this season for sure, but you know you're going to get a really, really tough contest when you face them. So, yeah, we have to be ready.
We look forward to seeing you on Sunday. Well done tonight.
Thank you.
Sammy Whitcomb there, and she was terrific in the second half in particular, Alice.
Yeah, she's just the ultimate professional. We see Sammy Whitcomb there, and we spoke that you can never underestimate Sammy. She was 3 of 11 in the first half of basketball, but finishes the game with 20 points, leading scorer, 5 rebounds, 8 assists. She recognised that the three-ball wasn't dropping fully, but then able to attack the rim, finish with confidence. She's just the ultimate leader. She leads by example on the defense and on the offensive end, gets others involved. Great game of basketball there by Sammy Whitcomb.
Really sensed the moment when the game was there to be won at the closing stages of the third quarter, where she really stood up alongside Kelsey Griffin. Monica Burton was terrific with 17 as well.
They had 4 plays in double figures, the Bendigo Spirit, and nearly 5 there with Casey Samuels on 7. So they just had a great spread of scoring across the board. They share the ball so well. 17 assists, only 6 turnovers like we spoke about. So they know where the shots are coming from, and we heard Sammy say that. The first half of basketball, they weren't getting the right looks. They were taking quick shots or probably not the best shots, and that was keeping Geelong in that basketball game. But in the second half, they were methodical in the way that they played. They shared the ball. They got really good shots, and it just showed the way they closed out that game.
The end of this one will leave a little bit of a bitter taste for Geelong, but they are far from out of it. 3 games now remain. The Capitals on Saturday night at home. It all starts there for them.
They still have a really good opportunity. They also had 4 plays in double figures tonight, and they'd be really happy with the way they rebounded the ball and played so undersized. And Hayley Jones on screen there was really great for them. 23 points, 10 of 17 from the field goal, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, and only 1 turnover. So she was huge for this team, and I think she's going to be really pivotal in carrying this team forward and getting them into that top 4.
Megs, Bendigo are just littered with selfless players across the board, and Kelly Wilson no exception.
Well, Kelly Wilson makes history every time she steps on a WNBL court. And you were quick to get off the court, Kelly. Nothing's changed in 20+ years. You're still not a fan of Media Street.
I was keen to get off. I'm wanting to get in the car and head back to Bendigo, get home.
How much are you loving this team this year? You've won and done and seen it all in your WNBL career, but we hear all of the players talk about the environment or the aura at Bendigo this year. What's it like?
I think when you're assessing a season, how fast it goes is probably an indication of how much you're enjoying yourself, and this season has absolutely flown by. We've only got a few games left, so there is not one single game this season that I'm taking for granted with this group.
How much are you enjoying working with Veronica Burton, who's legitimately a young star in the WNBA, and then Micah Simpson, who I think was born after you started your WNBL career? How much fun is it working with them?
Look, Mike is absolutely amazing. She's an up-and-coming junior, and she's been putting in the hard yards over the past few years, so she's been doing great, and she did amazing today. Hit a couple of threes, so I'm really happy for her. But V's just absolutely phenomenal, so being able to share the backcourt with her this season so far has just been an absolute privilege, and her game from the start of the season to where it is now, it's just gone from strength to strength, so hopefully she can continue to do that deep into finals.
Just finally, you've got 2 records goals, the games record, and now the assists. But we were talking pre-game, you've got to have the record for having played at the most locations in the WNBL. Geelong, you can add to that list now, but is Darwin probably the most quirky one you've played at? Christchurch as well, New Zealand?
There's a few I feel like I'm not remembering, if I'm being really honest. I might have erased a few. But look, I'm very fortunate. I've been playing in the WNBL for a long time, and it's taken me some pretty great places. So, yeah.
Well, we're very fortunate to watch you each and every week. Well done tonight. We'll see you on Sunday.
Thank you.
We sure are, and this is a look at Veronica Burton, who Kelly Wilson highlighted. She was fantastic, Alice.
She was amazing, and she's just gone from strength to strength, exactly like Kelly Wilson spoke about. She was pivotal tonight. 3 of 4 from three-point line, 75%. She had 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 17 points, plus 11 on the efficiency. And the way we have just seen her game grow from the start of the season to where she is now is just amazing. She's been the ultimate leader. She's learnt from players like Sammy Whitcomb, Kelly Wilson, and then they're passing it down to players like Micah Simpson. So what a great place it is to be there right now.
It is. Here's a look at our full game highlights from the victory this evening. Geelong early on, they had Bendigo on the ropes. They got Mariana Tolo in some foul trouble with 2 early personals, and it looks like they could be up for the upset.
Yeah, they did a great job of getting Tolo in foul trouble and getting her off the court, but just full credit to the Bendigo Spirit able to find a way to score and be productive without Tolo on the floor. But like I said, full credit to the Geelong United. They were able to stay in this game for a majority of 3/4 of the game. They were huge on the offensive and the defensive glass. They battled, and Chris Lucas would be really happy with the way his team battled there tonight, and leading that into the game against the Caps. They should be really confident.
There would be plenty of positives to highlight for that Geelong coaching staff. Here's their leaders. Hayley Jones, 23 and 10, a double-double. Sammy Whitcomb with 20 points to lead the way for the Spirit. But as always, it was an even spread for Bendigo, who got it done from 3 largely early.
They did. They were really great from the three-point line. They had contributors right across the board. They had 4 plays in double figures. Same with Geelong United, and full credit to Alex Sharp. 15 boards, Hayley Jones 10 boards. They were huge on the offense and on the defensive glass, trying to keep their team alive. So it was just a great game of basketball, and Spirit able to come away with a win tonight.
And that opens round 14 of the Signet WNBL. Both sides with matches remaining here in this one. It's a home match, of course, for Geelong against the UC Capitals, and the same for the Bendigo Spirit against your Flyers. Alice, looking forward to that one, 12:30 p.m. at Red Energy Arena. Plenty to look out for across the weekend.
Yeah, it's another huge round of basketball in the Signet WNBL, and how exciting it is. Just that race to the final just becomes closer and closer. So some really big games, and I'm sure some stars are really going to step up for this weekend of basketball.
A 21-point victory tonight for Bendigo. Thanks very much for joining us here for the WNBL Wednesdays. Liam Ellison, Alice Koenig and Megan Huswaite with you on the call. We'll catch you next time for more WNBL action.